Hello, survivors. You've all been asking for the Assassin, so I will comply. Here is our Assassin run and the build we're going to be running. But on Saturday, for our silly Saturday, we are going to have another Assassin run for you guys. So do keep your eyes peeled for Saturday. It will be an all or nothing run. It's really fun on the Assassin. All or nothing sets our maximum health to 1 and it cannot be increased. So we're going to have 1 HP and we're going to do a curse 48 or a curse tier 7 run for you. But before that, we're going to show you his Ascension as well as his new weapon, the Tempest Edge. So the runes we are going to be running are Multicast Mastery, Weapon Expert, Vulnerable Exploit, Critical Mastery, and Vulnerable Target. So nothing really new in terms of runes, but that's okay. We are going to be dealing a lot of Dazed and Disoriented, so we kind of want that. And then the Crit Mastery and Vulnerable Target to go with it. So let's get started. Let's see what it looks like. The lightning stab is quite cool. It's a lightning like javelin, I guess, or literally a stab. And then you can see this lightning around us. That is from the lightning surge, which is the second ability. What it does is it increases our movement speed, and then it also makes it that every single skill applies dazed to the enemies. So we're going to try and keep the visuals up as long as possible. We are max life and everything like that as well, so we don't really have to worry. It's not like all or nothing where we're going to have to keep everything down from the very beginning because any attack will kill us. So let's see how it goes and what we're getting. A lot of the skills that I'm looking for are going to be thrust based anyway, so we should be able to keep it up and running for quite a decent amount of time. Skills to look for when playing this is going to be something like Rupture. Rupture is disoriented as well. Going to give you that dazed or the disoriented damage buff as well, and that's going to help you. Now, if you see there, you can see this icon showing a weird face with arrows to it. That's our Ascension. What we're going to do is go and kill this guy. Once we kill him, we get a whole whack of stats. We're going to look at what those stats are now. But as you can see, he doesn't die as quickly as he would if we used a skill like the Twin Dagger. So running something like Unexpected Arsenal can also be really, really good here. Let's just go over the Ascension. So once we kill that guy, it lasts for 42 seconds, the buff, and we get damage, cast frequency, movement speed, multicast, as well as crit chance. So 95% over there, really, really huge. And that's already, 95%, and we don't have anything. So that is massive. Really, really, really awesome. We don't want any of those skills. We can go for something like a Heroic Strike over here for the confusion. That is pretty good. And then we can go and get things. Cast frequency over here is actually really, really nice. Let's try and see what we can get going with Lightning Stab. Getting a couple of movement speed and things like that could be really, really good. If you land up backstabbing when you have Lightning Stab active, it does create a 1443 damaging area around you. So it works really, really well with the Ascension or with his stealth mode. But I wonder if we do use it, does it work as well with expansives? So we are going to try and get as many expansives as possible. I don't think this is really necessary, so we're going to grab a Behemoth. Grabbing Lightning Bolt also such a strong skill over there. And then increase our... we're actually going to lock that because that's pretty decent as well for the Lightning Bolt. So we'll lock that. Cast frequency is a want over there, so I am going to lock it as well. It just works wonders. I don't know what the skill would have been, but I'm not interested in Bomb Barrage right now for this particular skill setup. And we're actually in a really nice place in terms of visually playing the game. But we'll see once we get a lot of area of effect and things like that. Now, the Ascension has gone. You can see it on the movement speed and the multicast. We're not really hitting as often as we were as well. So cast frequency. But we'll see. There's Rupture. That is beautiful for us. We're going to work on some of the cast frequency over here as well. I don't know if we need potency so much. It does just increase our movement speed. We're not worried about that. We are worried more about just being able to do dazed with every. Actually, we're not even worried about lightning frequency. So, I mean, nah, we'll grab it. No, actually, we don't even need that because that counts as well. So I could have grabbed it, and that would have just made it so it's an 8-second cooldown or something like that. That still would have been really, really strong. But for the purpose of this, I mean, I personally feel like it's not really that necessary. If anything, I maybe should banish the cast frequency and the duration for it. We will get it to be beyond 8 seconds before we even know it, just from general cast frequency, as well as our Ascension itself. So I don't really feel like it is necessary to have that. We're going to grab that. Look over here, it's the only thing. So we're going to grab it once, and then we're going to start banishing it. And then we're going to look at what happens from there. I mean, we are on an 8.1 second cooldown for it now as well. So really, really, really strong for us over there. Alright, I don't want to kill the assassination target just yet. What I'm doing is just going to follow him around for a little bit. But we're actually going to land up going and waiting for the bosses to just before they spawn. And then when we kill the target, so I mean we can kill him now, that's perfect. And now when we kill everything, we are going to have a much better time at the boss fights. And you can see we also deal massive amounts of damage compared to when we don't have his Ascension up. So just it's a really, really nice Ascension, really strong one as well. And over here come the bosses. Fantastic, you can see the amount of damage we're dealing to them. Really, really strong. If you were using something like the other backstabbing skills, I actually think you would be doing a lot more damage, like something like Eviscerate, or you know, that's actually a really good build to think about now that I think about it. Eviscerate is actually really, really strong, but getting the backstabs off was really difficult. So using Eviscerate might actually be a really, really good idea. We can take Desperation, that's okay. More cast frequency for Rupture, that over there. We're not really worried too much about Flurry. I don't even know why I actually took it, but it's okay. We're going to grab one slow for the Fragility, more cast frequency, more of that, and more cast frequency. So our crit is 70% without the Ascension. We do have a lot of Dazed being applied as well. I'm sure with the build like this, you would be able to hit the Dazed cap if possible. At least the soft cap is very, very possible with this build. But you can see we're already killing a lot more monsters. We are trying to, again, stay away from the Ascension for as long as possible. And we will use it right near the end. The other reason for this is because sometimes the bosses will spawn and you'll kill things around them quickly as well. And you'll get the next boss spawn very, very soon after that. So you want to try and get your Ascension up and running like the moment before the bosses spawn, just so you have it active for as long as possible. And that's exactly what we're going to do. There we go. Bosses just spawned. We can kill them if possible. There we go. A lot of damage happening to the bosses. Fantastic. There we go. And bum. Diddy dum, everything is dead. So we're gonna go sit in a corner for now. Really, really nice skill to use. You know, the full like graphics of the game. It does work wonders for us as well. We're gonna grab one Doom as well because, you know, why not get Impending Doom? That's gonna help us hit that Dazed cap nicely. And one of these skills is causing the I think it's actually Holy Swing, causing those like light beams. But you can see now it's starting to become very difficult to see everything because now we do have a lot more area of effect. So the more area of effect we get, the harder it is going to become, and that's okay as well. I think we deal more than enough damage to everything to be in a very good spot in terms of not having to see. But for the sake of the video, we are going to turn things... Whoa, we nearly restarted there. So for the sake of the video, we are going to turn everything down just so that you can see everything much better, because, you know, we don't really want you to see, you know, get a headache or something if you are light sensitive or photosensitive and things like that. There's the Ascension up and running again. We're going to try and not kill him just yet. A couple more kills and then we are good. Actually, we can do it now. It does seem to come back very quickly, and we don't spawn the bosses too quickly, so we're not really too worried about that actually. It seems that the timing is pretty well off on its own already. So let's just stand here behind the target, even though we don't need to be behind them, but it just seems like it's a good idea. And you can see there is there's like it looks like it's dazed, but I'm not 100% sure if it is, but there's definitely, I think it is dazed. No, I think it's burn. My bad, it's burn. So you can see all the burn stacks on the enemy, and that's because of desperation. We do get quite a lot of burning on the enemies, especially when we are in our stealth form, and we backstabbing all the time, creating all that dazed, and then we've got the dazed to burn as well for desperation. So quite a lot of burn damage coming out from this as well, just thanks to the skill set that we ended up getting. So all of those make it a lot better for us as well. Let's re-roll there. Oh, what a beautiful re-roll, getting that massive damage increase from the legendary damage increase. That's beautiful. What a good re-roll, deciding to re-roll there. Just so good. And this boss fight, we don't have the Ascension up and running, so you can definitely see the difference. We're not burning as much as we would. It looks like for between the third and the fourth boss, you actually want to use your Ascension a little bit earlier, so that you can kill the bosses and then get your Ascension up and running earlier than what it was before. But you can see bosses, even without the Ascension, easy to backstab a lot of them. And you know, we kill everything as well around us, so we don't feel like we're in danger, or that we have to dodge too much, or that we are gonna die. So it's a very comfortable build to play as well. Very, very strong in terms of just overall damage and overall clear. You are able to kill things very, very quickly and comfortably, which makes it very, very strong. So just a kudos to that. Thank you, developers, for giving us this skill. Now we don't need that, so we're going to banish it. We're going to grab that and a multicast for the heroic strike. Heroic strike, not string. Alright, last boss fight. We can corner it. If I did corner a lot more in the game, we probably would have been at a lot faster speed. Not that that matters, because we've got the Legionnaire coming up, also the Necro and the Beastmaster, and cornering on all of these other characters is actually a lot more difficult than it used to be, especially if you want to play with their Ascensions. You're not going to be cornering with them too much. But there you have it, an 8 minute 24 seconds with very little effort with regards to actual gameplay, in terms of me having to survive or whatever the case may be. And let's look at the details. Lightning Bolt, my beautiful skill, dealing 16.9 million damage, but a total of 25 million. So really, really strong of there. I think they say total because they're talking about, like, if the bosses didn't have armor, that's how much damage it would have done. But a 1.7k number of hits, which is really, really low compared to some of the others, like Flurry, which only did 3.2 million. And then Lightning Stab, actually a respectable amount of damage over there. Lightning Surge dealing damage, I have no idea how, but it is. Lightning Surge dealt 3.5 million damage. I don't know how that works. If you guys could let me know down in the comments section how on earth Lightning Surge dealt damage, that would be very, very interesting to know. But it dealt more damage than Rupture and Flurry, which is insane. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe for more videos like this in the future. And always remember, keep safe, survivors. Until next time, cheers.